Hey guys, Daryl Dyke, Noble Mortgage and Investments, here with your weekly mortgage market update. Just want to touch base, let you know what's going on in the mortgage market, and also we always follow it up with a tip. Hope everybody's doing well, everybody's safe. We have seen a spike in our COVID numbers here in Houston, so that's certainly a little concerning, but I don't know about you guys, but I'm just thoroughly confused about what to do about all this, because it seems like every time you turn on Facebook or you turn on the news, you're getting conflicting information. Wear a mask, you don't have to wear a mask, stay home, go to work, restaurants are open, some are closing, so it's all very, very confusing. Concerning to me from a leadership level that we just don't have one voice coming to us with what we should be doing right now. So everybody, obviously wash your hands, stay safe, and but I do think we need to be continue working because we've been shut down long enough. What's going on in the mortgage market? Again, rates are super low right now. They're still holding at that, so it's not too late to refinance. If you have a primary residence right now, the interest rates are less than 3%. Less than 3%, and if you have an investment property, they are less than 4%. So still a very, very good time to refinance. It's not too late, so if you haven't done so, we highly recommend you give us a call and see if it's worth it for you. It's not going to cost you anything. Our number is 713-680-8100, or you can always email me, which goes directly to me, at askdarrell, that's ask, D-A-R-E-L, at noblemortgage.com. The mortgage markets are continuing to loosen up, most notably on the non-QM loan products. These lenders were shut down for a few months during the lockdown, and they're reopening, and they're also starting to get a little more aggressive, getting closer to what they were doing previous to the lockdown. So for those of you that don't know what a non-QM loan is, we have Fannie Mae, we have Freddie Mac, and FHA, all these what we call conventional lenders that do 30-year mortgages with full documentation required of tax returns, bank statements, IRAs, all that sort of information. Well, a non-QM lender is basically designed for investment properties and primary residences for people that cannot document their income the traditional way of tax returns. So they have no income documentation loans where you don't have to provide any sort of tax returns. They have a bank statement loan. And so what happened this week was we got a notification from one of our non-QM lenders that they will now lend up to 80% on a primary residence using a bank statement program. Again, that's only for a primary residence, up to 80%. That number was closer to 70% not too long ago. So that's back up to 80%. So if you're self-employed or you can't document your income through your tax returns, we do have loan programs for that. So 80%. Typically what they do is they'll get 12 months worth of bank statements and they'll add up all your deposits and use that as your income. Still available for investment properties as well. That's at a lower loan to value of 70%. So still not a bad loan product. And we also have that debt service coverage ratio loan program, which is great for investors. If you have more than 10 properties, you no longer qualify for Fannie or Freddie, or maybe you just don't qualify for Fannie or Freddie to begin with. We have a debt service coverage ratio loan, which simply requires a lease agreement to show you how much the property is being rented for. Even if you don't have a lease agreement, they're going to go with market rents. And as long as you have a debt service coverage ratio of typically 120, 125%, then you can get a 30-year loan. The rate's going to be a little bit higher than Fannie or Freddie, but it's still not a bad loan at all. The rates are starting in the 6% range. So not a bad loan product. Very, very happy to see these loans coming back around because, as you guys know, we work with a lot of investors and a lot of investors who have more than 10 properties. So very, very good news there. If you missed our webinar last week, it was a good one. I did my DISC presentation, which is a personality assessment, which is even more important right now in the day and age of social distancing. So, everybody's talking on the phone a lot more, texting, Zoom calls, and so learning how to read people's personalities and how to communicate to them, very, very important. So that was good. And we also had the guys from Fast Track, which is always one of our most popular, we used to do our basics and breakfast, and now it's a webinar. But talking about how to estimate the repairs on a property. We had a huge turnout for that. Lots of great questions, lots of great information. So thanks to the guys at Fast Track for providing that information. We're going to do another webinar in a couple weeks. So if you are looking for something specific, you want to learn on the webinar, put it in the message box here, or shoot me an email or shoot me a direct message, and we'll be happy to do it. We have all kinds of people that we've used in the past on our basics and breakfast, which we've stopped doing here recently because of COVID-19. But if you have a topic you want us to cover, shoot me an email or contact me, let me know, and I will put someone on there for you. My next presentation will probably be more on the mortgage side, not on DISC again, but we'll probably do that one in another couple months as well. Next Tuesday, we're having our real estate virtual network, which is a Zoom call, and we have two of my favorite people. We have the two flipping blondes, Carrie and Fallon, which are good friends of mine, and they are a team of investors that buy and flip properties. And so if you want to hear their story, please join us. That's Tuesday at 11 a.m. You can go to my website at noblemortgage.com to register for this event. And this has been a really good event because, you know, right now there's not a lot of events going on. So it's a Zoom call where you get the chance to get on the Zoom call, introduce yourself, talk about what it is you're doing, what you're looking for, what you're selling, whatever it is. Everybody has an opportunity to do that for 1 or 2 minutes, and then we'll bring a speaker on. So next week will be Carrie and Fallon, the two flipping blondes. If you want to follow them on Instagram, they have a cute story and lots of good information just from their experiences and so forth. So that's next Tuesday at 11 o'clock. Lastly, benefits of pre-qualifications, which is our tip of the week. If you're looking for property, if you're new, you have to get pre-qualified. Number one, you need to know what you're qualified for. You know, you're out there looking for a $200,000 flip, well, maybe you don't even qualify for it. So always get pre-approved first. Number one, it lets you know how much you qualify for. Number two, a seller's not even going to take your offer unless you have a pre-qualified. So make sure you do that. So it lets you know, again, how much you qualify for. It lets the seller know. And then lastly, it lets you know what the fees are, how much money you have to bring to closing, all that sort of information. So very, very important for you guys to do that. Anyway, I will see you guys next Tuesday on our Rev call. Again, go to my website and register, noblemortgage.com, and we will have a Zoom call with Carrie and Fallon to talk their story, and you guys can come in and introduce yourselves. And if you have any questions about anything whatsoever, real estate related, you can always send me an email at askdarrell, that's ask, D-A-R-E-L, at noblemortgage.com. Those go directly to me, and I will find out the answer for you. If I can't help you myself, I will at least try to point you in the right direction. Anyway, stay safe, wash your hands. Everybody have a great rest of their week.